Good afternoon all. Well, we're at Nigel's today and I don't know whether you can see it. I'm hoping you can. Probably that was the point. We sorry about this folks, maybe we'll start again. No.
That's alright.
Yeah, you can see the apples in front of us.
How many rows can they see?
They can see 2 rows.
If I move it a little bit that way, does that?
No, it needs...
Which, oh no, it comes
towards
us, because there's actually 3 rows.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Hang on.
They can see 2.5 rows.
There we are.
Oh, that's better. Yeah, okay.
Okay folks, so what you're seeing at the moment is 12 apples in front of us. We're going to do some apple tasting. How exciting is that? I've forgotten all about it. So, right. So can I...
That's it, we've got a knife each.
If I just stick mine
there. Okay, well,
it might be... No. Okay, so we're gonna start at the top end and we're gonna move our way across and we're gonna see how these all taste. So, what do we take this one or that one?
No, take the one that's already sliced, yeah.
Okay, do you want to do the business, Nigel?
Take it.
Nigel's good with a knife, I'll probably chop my finger up. Thank you. Ooh, thank you. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a piece of apple, we're going to taste them all first, and we're actually then going to come back later, after we've tasted them all, we're going to have another taste, and we're going to see what we think. Now, this one at the moment is called a Wigon pipping, and Wigon. Well, I'll let you.
Yeah, I actually found this apple growing. I think it must have been from a pip in the hedge of the college where I used to work, and I tried some fruit off it, and I thought how good it was. It's a rather sort of strong, rustic sort of flavour. But it's very sweet and it's very appley. What do you think of it, Julie?
It's lovely.
Yeah, it's quite tart.
It really is.
It's got a hint of crabapple about it.
That's it. Oh. Just trying to think.
Can you think of anything that tastes
like
it? Well,
it's crispy, isn't it? It's not a soft. I have actually had something similar.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got quite a nice colour as well, as you can see. That should show up on the camera.
Oh, I'd imagine so, yeah. It's a combination of reddy orange with a yellowy colour on the other side.
Yeah, in colder years it doesn't colour up quite as well as this, but it's really quite a strong flavoured, very pleasant apple. It doesn't keep very long, but I thought it was worthy of
I could eat it.
Preserving.
They're lovely.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
The next one here is Laxton Nonsuch. Now this is an old English apple that went missing from England about 80 or 90 years ago, and we rediscovered this in Germany. We were sent a little bit of cyan wood from Germany, and we're reintroducing this.
I'm a bit more messy than Nigel. I don't like to see it go to waste.
Let's put that in there.
Right.
Okay, Laxton Nonsuch. It's from a little village in Leicestershire called Church Langton, and it was a seedling that came from William Hanbury, who bred it in late 1700s.
Again, it's a crispy apple, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's rather similar to the first one, I think.
It is.
It's tart.
I think maybe the first one actually beats this, fractionally.
Would you find an apple like that in the supermarket, do you reckon? I
think you probably would. Just trying to think. I've certainly tasted similar.
Yeah, Granny Smith.
Yeah, it could possibly be.
Just
Trying to think, because you've got your galas, you've got your French delicious, and you've got Canadian delicious.
Yeah, your golden delicious.
Golden delicious.
Yeah.
Pink lady in that, but it's not. Cox's and Laxton and. You're eating all yours.
Well, I only had a slice. I mean,
Oh,
we've got quite a few to get through. And if I have
I'm going to save that for later.
Right, okay. Right, now the next one is Beaver seedling, and this originates from Beaver Castle.
Right.
And it was bred by the head gardener there a couple of generations ago.
The reason why Nigel was cutting the first bit off is because we've actually already sliced it and we don't want any contamination. Right, well this bit's got a different taste to the first two.
Well, it's still very appley, but it's not as tart, is it? It's sweeter.
No.
Does it remind you a bit of pineapple?
Possibly.
There's a hint of pineapple in it. But it's a bit unusual. It's not that different to some of the supermarket apples I've tried. Jazz is quite a nice one that I've tasted recently, and it's not like Jazz, but it is similar, and it's a very firm apple as well.
Certainly, yeah, it's a tasty one. I think at the minute I do like that. I think the first one's still my favourite.
Right. Okay.
I dismissed the second one.
Would you like to try? This is from the village. This is the Croft cider apple.
Right.
Just
It's got a unique pattern inside.
yeah. Yes, it has. They go like that sometimes. When, oh, be careful how you taste this one because. Well, you'll see. It's a cider apple after all.
Oh, right, okay. I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's very tart.
But
and it's
I'm not going to waste it.
bit bitter. Oh, you're braver than I.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to eat a whole
No,
one, would
so
you?
that's a Croft cider, no.
No.
No, even I couldn't eat the whole
Yeah,
one.
but it does make nice cider.
Okay. No, folks, you don't want that. Don't want to eat that. It's got foul taste, that has. Oh.
Yeah, that's the tannin.
No.
That's the bitterness.
Ugh. No,
Right.
not fond of that one.
Right, now the next one is Rosette.
Okay.
Yeah, do you want to
Do
cut
you
that
want me
one
to?
up? Yeah, you do that.
This one looks like one I might like. Oh, this one's a softer one. Hey,
Yes,
it's like a gala.
It's been off the tree about a week. They are better if they've only been off a couple of days. But now you can see that this is red inside.
Now, folks, look at that. Hey, you don't see any of those in the supermarket. Well, not the ones I use, anyway. I'm not like Nigel. I don't use the knife towards me. I have to.
Oh, it's quite mild.
Now this is. It's got a familiar
It's very.
taste. This has.
I think it's closely related to Discovery.
Right.
And you can
Yeah,
see
yeah.
if you look at it, it's the same shape, and it's basically a red-fleshed version of
Yeah.
Discovery. I would suggest it's very similar, but it's not as
It's
tart.
a
as
soft
Discovery.
apple, folks. So if you've got
Yeah.
false teeth or broken teeth or whatever, that's the one to go for so far.
Okay.
I've got a big one here.
Yeah. Now this is a Californian apple, Paul's Pink. You want to have a
Do you want me
try
to take
that?
this bit?
We'll just see what you think.
Wow, this is a soft one.
Yeah, I did an apple tasting last night with after a talk that I gave, and this one attracted a lot of good comments.
Yeah, I still think that first one is the best.
This is different. Kids would like this, I think, because it tastes very much like, well, this sounds silly, but like apple meringue.
Right. I would say after that one we just had, this is my least favourite.
No, I quite like that one.
Right, no. I like a crispy one myself.
Yeah, that's definitely at the other end.
It is, yeah.
It's very soft. Yeah. Right, now this is an apple from East Germany, Bruindorfer.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a crispy one.
That's quite a hard one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at that, eh?
Look at that. And this is an apple we rescued from an East German village which was being bulldozed to make way for coal mines, and they bulldozed the orchard. But we managed to get some cyanwood from one of the trees. You'll find the story about it on our website.
Oh, this is a lovely apple.
And that is pretty good.
It's very good.
Very fruity.
So this is what was it?
Bruindorfer. The village is the East German village of Bruindorfer. That's where it came from. Slightly scented, and you can see the colour is unusual. It's pink, but with a sort of violet tinge to it.
Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah, very nice.
So are these apples that you're actually currently growing?
Yeah, they're all out of the garden.
They're
These are just a few that are currently ripe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you actually breeding, doing any, are you multiplying them, or is it just for personal use?
These are just for personal use, and the Leicestershire ones, like the Laxton and the Beaver seedling, we are making those available for people to buy.
Right.
Because we'd like to get them back into people's gardens.
Okay.
This is from Cornwall, Pendragon.
Well, another crispy one, folks.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can hear it.
It's another one that's red inside, though it's not as dark this year as it was last year. I don't know how good the flavour is this year, because usually when it's lighter coloured the flavour's not quite as good. What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's not so good, this, is it?
It's tart, in fact a little bit too tart, and it's not sugary enough. It's not sweet enough. I wouldn't want to eat any more of that. Perhaps next year.
I don't like to see it go to waste. So.
Yeah, well last year it was better. I think this year I will probably use them for cider.
What have we got here?
Oh, now that's a cooker.
Oh, this is a cooker,
Yeah,
is
perhaps
it?
we shouldn't try tasting that yet, because
no.
it's called Golden Noble, and you can see it's still green.
Yeah.
But they fell off the tree, and I thought it would be interesting just to see,
Okay.
compare it with the others.
Colour-wise.
Yeah, colour-wise, yeah.
Okay. And we've got some miniatures there.
Yeah.
You need a few of those to fill you up, wouldn't you?
Certainly, yeah.
Did they get a lot on the tree?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, there are probably 100 in a little tree I've got of this one.
Right.
This is purple radish that's bred by a friend of mine in Germany. And you can see it's got yellow-green flesh. It's quite good for cider, but it's not that good for eating.
Right.
But it has lovely blossom, it has crimson blossom. Yeah, it's quite sweet, there's no acid there at all, but there's a lot of tannin, it's a bit bitter.
Yeah.
Don't really want to swallow that. Yeah. But the main use, as I say, that I put it to is cider. It's quite good, and it's a lovely ornamental tree. Now this one is rather better. This is another German apple.
From the former East Germany.
Yeah. And you can see it's another red one inside. It has lovely blossom again, spectacular crimson blossom, even better than the purple radish.
They've certainly got a lot of unique tastes, haven't they?
Yeah.
But
I mean, you
this
wouldn't choose that as an eating apple.
No.
But it's interesting to see, you know, it's quite acidic, there's quite a lot of tannin there, it's quite appley. If you wanted to make wine with it or put it into an apple wine, it would be perfectly okay for that. It's fairly tart, but you wouldn't choose it as an eating apple.
So having tasted them this way, it certainly opens up your eyes to the different tastes from the apples, because normally you wouldn't get the opportunity to put so many apples next to each other.
Yeah, most people don't realise how varied
No,
apple flavours can be.
No.
You can go from something that tastes of nothing or raw potato right through to something that tastes of apple, and then some of them taste of, well, I've had an apple tasting of banana, or another apple, this one actually has a hint of fennel in it. Do you ever eat fennel?
No.
Or aniseed? It's the same.
Aniseed, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same chemical.
Like aniseed rock.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, see if you can taste any aniseed in there. There's not a lot, just a hint of it.
Mm.
And that's Laxton's Fortune. Sometimes sold as... Can you taste the aniseed? Or you...
I can take... I could, yeah. I could
Just a hint.
Mm. Yeah.
It's lovely and sweet. It's
a lovely apple.
Yeah, it's a sort of middle of the road apple, a bit like a supermarket apple, but it's better.
So, are there different Laxtons?
Yeah.
They are.
There are 6 or 7 of them.
Because we used to have a Laxton in our previous garden, but we only knew it as Laxton.
Yeah, I think the most popular Laxton's apple is Laxton's Superb. Laxton's Superb.
Right.
I think that's what it is. And that's a red eating apple that keeps pretty well. But you've got Laxton's Epicure, Laxton's Fortune, Laxton's Reward. It comes from Laxton's nursery near Worcester. And that would be probably 80 years ago.
Right. That is a lovely apple.
Mm. Yeah, it was quite popular a couple of generations back. I know my grandfather used to like it. And finally, yet another apple from Germany. As you can see.
They like the apples, don't they?
Well, I've got a friend in Germany and we swap trees, so...
Right.
And you can see this is another nice looking one. Last year this was very tart and not very nice.
Yeah, it's not very nice this year either.
It's still a bit tart, yeah, I agree, it's not one of the best. But you can see the spectacular colour.
Mm.
And there is room for a fruit like this. You don't actually eat it on its own as a raw, but you can put it in a fruit salad, or even a curry.
Right.
Because it contributes colour and tartness and body. It's quite a nice apple in its place.
Mm.
So, which do you think you would put for your top 3?
I like the Wigon,
Yeah.
the Laxton,
Mm.
and was it this one?
Yeah, the Bruindorfer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think my top 3 would probably be, well, I have to agree with you on the Laxton.
Yeah.
That's a lovely apple.
Yeah.
And I agree with you on the Bruindorfer, but I think I would probably go for the Beaver seedling.
Right.
Yeah, and they would be my 3 favourites from this selection.
Mm.
Though next year, don't forget, these tastes to some extent depend on the weather. Next year we might find that a different 3, or a slightly different 3, would be the best. The best.
And this is, how many varieties of apple do you think you've currently grown?
I think there's 80 or 90 in the garden at the moment, but not all of them have got fruit on at the moment.
Do you want some more?
Oh yeah, let's have a bit more of that one. Which one's that? Is that Rosette or is it... yeah, it is, that's Rosette.
Yeah.
Rosette usually tastes a bit more fruity than this, but as I say, this has been off the tree about a week. It's fresh off the tree. I think it might even get into your top 3.
In fact, yeah, I think you're right.
It's very good.
I think this is where you have to like taste them again. And the Laxton.
That one, and
yeah.
that one, yeah.
This one's. Which one was this one?
That was the one? Yeah, that's the Langton Nonsuch.
Yeah.
Right, anything else we need to say on this, do you reckon? Or is that it?
Yeah, I think that's it. It's certainly an eye-opener.
Yeah. Well, we'll
I
hope
couldn't
to...
really describe them compared to supermarket because there's nothing quite like a lot of them, is there?
Well, no, it's occasionally you can taste hints of other things. We'll see when we do...
What's more this one?
No, you have that one.
I like an apple.
Yeah, that's one of the problems about describing the flavours, because, well, some of the flavours you taste, there are just hints of something else. For example, we have one apple that tastes grassy, and it honestly tastes a little bit like grass or celery. Just in the background, you can smell. You know when you crunch a stick of celery, and you can. It's not so much the taste, you can smell the aroma of the same chemicals that are in celery when you eat this particular apple. And you know the sense of taste is linked closely to the sense of smell.
I think I've had enough of that one.
Yeah, okay,
So,
put that in there.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, I think we'll call it a day for the apple tasting. Let's hope it connects up. Oh, it is. It's working
Well,
for
it's
us.
working. That's
yeah,
excellent.
look at that. Excellent
Good.
picture. Right, bye, folks.
Yeah, cheers.